This is unbelievable, Chargers fans. The Los Angeles Chargers front office has just shaken up the NFL with a bold decision that promises to shake up the season and put the entire AFC on alert. My friends, we're talking about something huge, something that could define the franchise's immediate future and completely change the course of the AFC West. And you already know, here on our channel, the information always comes firsthand, without any fuss, with all the details you need to understand every step of our beloved Bolts. But before we dive into this exclusive news, like it, subscribe to the channel now, and activate the notification bell. This way, you'll ensure you don't miss any Chargers bombshells, delivered straight to you every day. Now hold on tight, because what I'm about to reveal from now on will surprise even the most optimistic fans. Let's understand together this impressive turnaround that just came out of Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Chargers couldn't have started the season any better. They've won 3 straight, all against division rivals the Broncos, Chiefs, and Raiders, and a sense of confidence permeates the fans. It's their first 3-0 start since 2002, but that's where the comparison ends. That year, the team finished 8-8 and missed the playoffs. Today, the scenario is different. The Chargers seem poised to dominate the AFC. The upcoming schedule shows 8 opponents ranked in the bottom half of ESPN's rankings, which puts 62% of their upcoming matchups against theoretically weaker teams. Everything indicates the franchise is on track to challenge for the title, but it's not all sunshine and roses. The offensive line, already depleted without Rashawn Slater, has become a serious problem. Mekhi Becton dealing with illness and injuries, Bradley Bozeman out, and Trey Pipkins playing at the ready have made protecting Justin Herbert a nightmare. Against the Broncos, for example, he was pressured 29 times and suffered 5 sacks. Yet it was precisely in this chaos that Herbert delivered an MVP-worthy play, a near sack that became the season's highlight. But relying on his heroics in every game is risky. And while the passing attack is exploding, the running game is practically non-existent. Omarion Hampton has yet to break out, averaging 3.4 yards per attempt and only 1 touchdown. And the loss of Naji Harris, who ruptured his Achilles tendon, leaves the department in crisis. Harbaugh knows he needs balance to sustain a long campaign, and that's why the backroom is starting to heat up. While the defense remains impeccable, with Jesse Minter assembling one of the most feared units in the NFL, the offense needs quick responses. And this is precisely where the big question arises. Will the Chargers go to the market for a new running back to salvage the season? With Naji Harris out for the season and rookie Omarion Hampton still maturing, the Chargers find themselves in a dilemma that could define the course of 2025. Should the team rely entirely on the raw talent of their young players or immediately seek the security of experience in the veteran market? The front office has already begun analyzing available names, and 2 running backs emerge as solid options to bolster the roster. The first is Jamal Williams, a running back known for his physical strength, direct style, and warrior mentality. At 30, it's true that he no longer possesses the explosiveness of his early years, but his track record establishes him as an extremely useful player in specific situations. Williams has built his reputation as a red zone and goal-to-go specialist, capable of gaining the hardest yards and pushing the ball into the end zone when the going seems tough. It's worth remembering, in 2022, while playing for the Detroit Lions, he scored an incredible 17 rushing touchdowns, leading the entire NFL in that regard, a feat that demonstrates not only consistency, but also the confidence coaches place in him in decisive moments. The other name appearing on Los Angeles radar is Donta Foreman. A true league wanderer, Foreman has played for 7 different teams since being drafted in 2017. This trajectory may seem negative, but at the same time, it has transformed him into a versatile player, capable of adapting quickly to different offensive systems. He's not the type of running back who will revolutionize an offense, but his experience could be extremely useful in a pinch. Just remember what he did last season for the Cleveland Browns, when he started 3 games and showed flashes of explosiveness and resilience. He's not a star, but he could be a complementary piece that provides immediate depth to the Chargers' backfield. Meanwhile, Jim Harbaugh is playing patiently. He knows that Justin Herbert has carried the team with MVP-level performances, but he's also aware that he can't rely solely on the quarterback's arm. At some point in the season, it will be inevitable to rely on the running game, whether to control the clock in tight games or to dictate the pace against more physical and well-prepared defenses. This balance is essential to keep the Chargers competitive at a high level, especially as the playoffs approach. The decision is up in the air, and each path has its risks. Betting on veterans can bring consistency, but it also limits the team's growth potential. Relying on young players can yield unexpected rewards, but it can also cost important victories in the short term. And it is precisely at this point that a surprising detail emerges. Perhaps the solution to this dilemma lies not outside the team, but within the squad itself. The next chapter of this story promises to shake things up even more in Los Angeles. Will the Chargers seek reinforcements in the market, or or rely on the names they already have in-house? Naji Harris's injury happened unexpectedly and left the entire locker room in shock. It was in the second quarter of the victory against the Broncos on a non-contact play when the running back immediately fell to the ground, demonstrating that something serious had happened. The scene left teammates and opponents concerned, and the confirmation was not long in coming: a ruptured Achilles tendon, one of the most feared injuries for any professional athlete. Coach Jim Harbaugh, clearly frustrated, didn't hide his disappointment when he commented, "It's a shame. He was really playing well, but Naji will be back. I have no doubt about that." The statement shows confidence in the player's future, but the reality is harsh. Harris won't return until 2026, and until then, the Chargers need to find immediate alternatives to maintain a balanced attack. Currently, the backfield situation is quite delicate. Only 2 running backs are available on the active roster: rookie Omarion Hampton, still adjusting to the intensity of the NFL, and fourth-year Hassan Haskins, who has so far failed to establish himself as a reliable asset. To prevent the position's fragility from becoming an irreversible problem, the Chargers are already moving to promote Kimani Vidal, a 6th-round pick in the 2024 draft and currently on the practice squad. Vidal may not be a big name, but he already has a significant asset. He knows offensive coordinator Greg Roman's system well. In his rookie season, he had a reasonable level of participation, totaling 48 touches and appearing in 26% of the offensive snaps. These numbers, while modest, indicate that the running back has the ability to contribute immediately. The plan is for him to assume the role of third RB, playing primarily in passing plays and sharing some of the workload with Haskins, providing the offense with a quick and dynamic outlet. Despite this, all eyes remain on Hampton. The expectation is that the rookie will finally take off and show why he was chosen to be a key player in the team's future. Although his numbers have been modest so far, the coaching staff believes that, with more time on the field and confidence, he can become the engine of the running game. Vidal, in this scenario, would function as an essential support, ready to relieve pressure and, who knows, surprise in crucial moments of the season. This investment in internal solutions may be enough to keep the Chargers competitive, without the need for heavy investment in the market. However, the fans know that any slip-up in the running game could jeopardize the advantage gained in this historic start to the campaign. So, Chargers fans, what do you think? Should the front office fully rely on young players like Hampton and Vidal, or bring in a veteran powerhouse to keep the offense running? This decision could be the turning point of the season. And believe me, every move made in Los Angeles from now on will affect not only the Chargers, but the entire AFC. So, if you want to follow every detail of this news, don't miss out. Subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and like this video. This way, you'll be the first to receive all the bombshells, analysis, and exclusive news about the Chargers straight to your inbox. The season is just beginning, and I promise, there are still plenty of twists and turns ahead. Now tell me in the comments, who would be your pick for the Bolts backfield? I'll be keeping an eye on everyone's opinions.